my FTB quests, which is kind of where the meat of the modpack is at on my end, I guess, for content. So this is just an introduction page. Tips on some stuff, kind of just imagining that a new player is going to pick it up. That way you can just really understand things, and I have some friends testing out some mods so that I can get a good, ask them for tips, ask them for missions. I have a friend working on Yodi the Dark Arts and Enchanted Witchcraft. I am working on Blood Wizardry, and I'll be honest, occultism has a lot going on, and it requires a lot of effort. And the way I'm setting up these missions, I don't want too much down one path. I'm not trying to go crazy, and I actually don't know the more intricate ways, if any, there are to set up the missions. Like, most everything is just finding a structure, getting an item, but for the most part, get out of editing mode, but for the most part, I haven't really worked on thermal or immersive. This is hidden, but I have worked on this, so you can tell by the background. This already has advancements, so that's going to be the last on the list. Custom NPC missions. I have a lot of duplicates going on, but it's not honestly that much of an issue with the JEI and the amount of things. Like, really, it's not like you're going to have to sort through a drop list of items. I don't think, if you're doing that, you've gotten rid of some stuff. But finding some things, little side quest missions, I feel like this is the main meat of what's going on. Kind of just focus around for unaliving stuff. Maybe I'll have to edit out what I just said. But, yeah, I have this fleshed out a little bit. I want to flesh it out more. Alright. So, I actually have made a mod, too, in the meantime, in between me finishing my village and now. I was looking through a bunch of structures. I'm kind of out of the phase now where I'm editing structures and putting scary stuff in them. I'm more in the boat of, instead of editing what I have, I'd rather remove things that add structures and make my own structures. So, just a quick example to show how this is working. I don't want to go to that. Just to show how this works, this mod here. It's not exactly something that's hard to do. It just seemed like it was a nitty gritty. Like, it was just making a lot of files. So, essentially, we're going to go here. Actually, I didn't need to go here. But either way. Could I go to my Minecraft stuff? My Minecraft stuff, actually. And then, where am I even going? Minescary test pack, Minescary data, and where are we going here? Dungeons Arise. So this mod itself, let me go back to it. So this mod itself, this is specifically for Dungeons Arise. I'd show you in game, but there's kind of no point because it's pretty quick. If you're using sparse structures already, you wouldn't be having this mod without it. And until you do the thing, you're not even going to think to get it. So, but this is something I did make just to make somebody else's life easier. I'm wondering if it's already in existence, but irregardless. So where am I going here? So going here, and all I simply did, they had all of their structures in one structure set file. Well, really two. Minor structures and major structures. When you did the dump set, you got minor structures and major structures, and you could only configure those inside the sparse structures configuration JSON. With this, I basically just went through and made a brand new file, brand new structure set file, for every single structure. Not very hard, just a lot of copy and pasting, and had to add, the hardest part is the amount of stuff I had to do, and then adding my own random salt to try to get their spawning and spacing better. But irregardless, I think from here it boils down to how you do it in sparse structures. But I did have to leave minor structures and major structures in so that it would overwrite those files because of the way data packs work. So I needed those files with the name states, and then I needed to leave one structure inside of them. But other than that, this was a really easy mod to make. The only thing I needed to know, other than how to actually do that, make the content, was essentially having a mod's TOML file, which I can show you. I don't know why I backed out. So the mod's TOML file, we're going to go here, and we're just going to cheat this. So we're going to open this up, and all I needed to do was add a meta-inf here, meta-inf folder, meta information, with a mods TOML, which essentially just has a list of certain things. And I copied this. I copied this from somebody else's and deleted their information and filled mine in, because that's just how you make one, I guess. So it's not that hard, and it's not exactly like I'm copying their source code on anything. You need this. You need this dependencies. The dependencies for my mod name, my mod ID, when Dungeons Arise, Sparse Structures Compat, version 1 of the mod, not of Minecraft. Loader version 41, the comma means 41 in any version after that. It's all kind of self-explanatory. I don't know what display URL is supposed to be about, but maybe I should be doing something about that. Dependencies is just saying, hey, this depends on Forge, this depends on Minecraft, this depends on Dungeons Arise, and this depends on Sparse Structures. You need to go to the mod's TOML or somewhere else if you know where to find it, but if you don't know, it's always going to be here, mods, mod ID. It has to be. So, in a sense, I went and fetched those, labeled them as dependencies. Now, I did also use ChatGPT for this, but mainly to explain in full detail like what and why, which this isn't necessarily too hard, except maybe ordering inside, but still, it's like if you don't know anything on a page, it's really nice to just plug it in, get an answer, understand a little more about what you're looking at. So I don't have to mess with any of that. But other than the mods TOML file, I went ahead, I made the logo in Canva. Incredibly tough stuff to do. Worked super hard on it. Pack.mcmeta. I think I've already showed this, but essentially this. Not very hard. Just two things that tell Minecraft what it is. Into the data, straight into, what we're working with here. And that's all I was really doing. I wasn't adding anything I had actually done. I may, in the future, after I've made more structures, or maybe I'll go through the Dungeons Arise structures and horrify them. I don't know. But either way, I'm probably going to release some individual mods I end up making from Minescary. So, essentially speaking, I can make a data pack and, in essence, make a mod by adding a mod's TOML on it. I can make a data pack out of anything that I've done here. This is everything that I've worked on mods-wise. These are the initiation of me working on those two mods, doing what I need to do to them. I've customized a couple structures as well. For one, Cannibal Conundrum. You know, I've added an NPC. I've added structure just to kind of... I added a structure to that to kind of practice adding a structure, kind of tapping into somebody else's, and it's not too hard. It's actually easier than making your own because there's a lot I was doing. You know, just adding NPCs, making changes to things, adding lore to the world like this. And I plan on maybe going back through before or after I release 2.0, but going back through, doing some more things. I mean, I've worked on a lot of stuff. I've put a lot of, you know, it's not just me making things, adding NPCs. It's also some work, a lot of config, a lot of getting things to work right. That's more of the mod pack, but I don't even know what I'm doing here. I mean, in all reality, I could just... I kind of want to go make a bunch of structures and replace a few structure mods in my world and add NPCs and release it easy, and you know, with NPC and with no NPC version. This sword gives me a dash ability when I hit my block button. Oh my gosh, now there's wasps. Can I bring the wasps over to these guys? I actually need to be turned to them? Okay, that makes things a little harder. I'm getting swarmed. Oh my gosh. Okay, this ain't the weapon. Alright. Round 2 against these guys. Oh, I don't have any blood. I got a better weapon. Kinda. Okay, they're shooting the hornets now. Oh, here we go. Oh, I'm done. Oh, this is the worst. Oh, now it's daytime. Oh, life is tough out here for a vampire. I'm doing this with OP privilege. Oh my gosh. I'm so bad at my own game.